And so, beloved listener, as the quiet anticipation of a new story softly settles within our awareness, like the gentle, almost imperceptible whisper of wind through ancient redwood trees on a tranquil evening in the heart of Northern California, we now prepare to embark upon a truly profound and wonderfully contemplative exploration. Tonight, we shall turn our thoughtful gaze to one of the most familiar and comforting presences in our lives, sound. This is the luminous realm of world's whispers familiar sound, where we gently rediscover the awe-inspiring reality of this quiet, rhythmic dance that shapes so much of our perception, a place where vibrations become melodies and echoes tell stories, silently shaping every moment of our existence, inviting us to understand its fundamental nature. Imagine, if you will, the serene and boundless expanse of a vast, ancient forest, perhaps like the deep, untouched woods found in the remote wilderness of Olympic National Park in Washington state. Just after a gentle summer rain, the air is still, yet alive with subtle sensations. You might hear the soft, rhythmic drip of water from leaf to leaf, the gentle rustle of a distant breeze through the pine needles, or the quiet, earthy crunch of your own footsteps on the damp ground. These are not loud, jarring noises. They are whispers of the world, each a tiny wave of energy, delicately touching your ears and informing your mind. This gentle image offers a profound analogy for sound, an ever-present, yet often unnoticed, symphony that surrounds us, weaving itself seamlessly into the fabric of our experience. At its very core, sound is born from vibration. Imagine a single gentle pluck of a guitar string in a quiet, sun-lit living room in Nashville, Tennessee. You see the string tremble, blurring slightly before your eyes. This trembling motion is the vibration, and it's this vibration that creates the sound you hear. When the string vibrates, it pushes and pulls on the tiny air molecules directly around it, creating areas where the air is slightly more compressed and areas where it is slightly less compressed. These tiny compressions and rarefactions then ripple outwards, like gentle and invisible waves spreading across a pond. When these waves reach your ears, they cause your eardrum to vibrate in turn, and these vibrations are then translated into the sounds your brain perceives. It's a beautifully elegant chain of events, from a physical quiver to a meaningful sensation. Consider the immense diversity of sounds that fill our world, each carrying its own unique information. The soft, rhythmic patter of rain against a window pane during a quiet evening in Seattle, Washington, brings with it a sense of calm and coziness, perhaps even inviting slumber. The gentle murmur of a stream winding its way through a peaceful valley in the Shenandoah Mountains of Virginia evokes tranquility and the timeless flow of nature. Even the distant, gentle hum of cicadas on a warm summer night in a suburban backyard in Florida offers a soothing, repetitive presence, a quiet lullaby from the natural world. Each of these familiar sounds is a testament to the ceaseless, beautiful dance of vibration. What makes sound so fundamentally different from, say, light, is that it always requires a medium to travel through. Sound is a mechanical wave, meaning it needs molecules, atoms or particles, to bump into each other, passing the vibration along. If you were floating in the vast, empty vacuum of space, far beyond Earth's atmosphere, and tried to clap your hands, you would feel the physical sensation, but you would hear absolutely nothing. There are no air molecules to carry the vibrations to your ears. This is why astronauts communicate through radios, using electromagnetic waves, not sound waves. This fundamental dependence on a medium is a key characteristic of sound, making it deeply rooted in the physical world around us. The speed of sound varies dramatically depending on the medium it travels through. Think about it, a gentle whisper travels through the air at roughly 767 miles per hour, or about 343 meters per second. At sea level, this is fast but certainly perceptible. You see the lightning flash in the distant sky over the plains of Oklahoma, and then, a few moments later, you hear the rumble of thunder, This delay is precisely because light travels vastly faster than sound through the air. However, if that same sound wave were to travel through water, perhaps the deep, calm waters of Lake Superior, it would move nearly 5 times faster, at around 350 miles per hour. And if it were to travel through a solid material, like a steel railway track in Pennsylvania, it would move even faster, closer to 13,000 miles per hour. This difference in speed is due to how closely packed the molecules are in each medium and how strongly they are bonded, allowing vibrations to be passed along more efficiently. It's like a line of people trying to pass a message if they are standing far apart, like in air. It takes longer. If they are close together, like in water or steel, the message can be passed much more quickly. The pitch of a sound, how high or low it sounds, is determined by the frequency of the vibrations. A high-pitched sound, like the gentle chirp of a tiny bird in a backyard in Connecticut, is created by very fast vibrations, producing many waves per second. A low-pitched sound, like the deep, comforting rumble of a passing train far off in the distance in rural Texas, is created by slower vibrations, producing fewer waves per second. The loudness of a sound, on the other hand, is determined by the amplitude of the wave, how much the air molecules are pushed and pulled. A gentle whisper has a small amplitude, while a powerful, yet gentle orchestral crescendo has a large amplitude. Sound plays a deeply personal and comforting role in our lives. It's the gentle melody of a favorite song that can instantly transport you to a cherished memory. It's the familiar voice of a loved one that brings a sense of warmth and security, no matter how far away they might be. It's the quiet background hum of your home, a symphony of subtle creaks and sighs that tells you you are safe and nestled within your own space. These are not merely physical phenomena, they are carriers of meaning, emotion, and connection, weaving themselves into the very fabric of our being, even in its absence. Sound speaks volumes. The profound silence of a snow-covered landscape in the mountains of Wyoming, where every sound is muffled and absorbed, is a powerful experience in itself, inviting deep introspection and a quiet sense of vastness. It highlights the constant presence of sound in our daily lives and how its temporary absence can create a different kind of sensory richness, a canvas upon which the quiet whispers of our own thoughts can become clearer. As you allow these gentle thoughts about world's whispers, about familiar sound, and about the profound beauty of vibration and its journey through the world to softly settle within your mind. Beloved listener, feel the immense sense of wonder that accompanies the contemplation of this ever-present aspect of our reality. There is a deep peace in realizing that even the most ordinary sensations hold intricate scientific principles and profound meaning. You are safe, you are connected, and you are gracefully supported by the subtle, unwavering rhythms of your own being. Drift effortlessly, beloved listener, into the quiet, patient embrace of slumber, knowing that you are profoundly part of the universe's most beautiful, unspoken secrets, even those that silently hum and echo around you, gently shaping your every dream. As the profound understanding of world's whispers, that gentle insight into the familiar and comforting presence of sound, born from vibration and dependent on a physical medium, softly settles within our thoughtful awareness. Like the quiet, rhythmic expansion and contraction of an ancient, breathing forest in the wilderness of Montana. We now prepare to drift into a realm where speed takes on an entirely new dimension. We've acknowledged how sound, in its gentle journey, relies on molecules to pass its whispers along. But tonight, beloved listener, let us shine a soft, contemplative light on a phenomenon that moves with such astonishing swiftness, it seems to defy our everyday experience. Light dance the swift speed. This is the gentle story of how light, unlike sound, travels without needing any bridge of matter, moving through the vast emptiness of space with an immutable, breathtaking velocity, a silent, luminous ballet that paints the universe in all its vibrant hues, much like a fleeting, incandescent dream. Imagine, if you will, the serene and boundless expanse of a perfectly clear, dark night sky perhaps viewed from the tranquil, unblemished wilderness of a national park in Utah. Far from any city lights, above you, countless stars twinkle, their ancient light having traveled across unimaginable distances, across vast stretches of nothingness, to finally reach your eyes. This light began its journey eons ago, a quiet whisper from the dawn of time, yet it reaches you in an instant of perception. This gentle image offers a profound analogy for light's swift speed, an inherent, incredible velocity that is woven into the very fabric of the cosmos, allowing us to witness the universe's past in its present glow. What is this astonishing phenomenon we call light? Unlike sound, which is a mechanical wave, a vibration of particles, light is an electromagnetic wave. Imagine a subtle, invisible ripple that is both an electric field and a magnetic field oscillating perpendicular to each other, gently propagating through space. This means light does not need a medium to travel. It doesn't need air molecules or water or steel. It can dance effortlessly through the deepest, emptiest vacuum of space, reaching us from stars that are light years away, a silent, ethereal messenger. This fundamental difference is key to understanding its unparalleled speed. It's like a whispered secret that doesn't need to be passed from person to person. It simply is, everywhere, all at once. The speed of light in a vacuum, often denoted by the letter c, is one of the most fundamental constants in our universe. It is precisely 299,792,458 meters per second, which is approximately 186,282 miles per second. To truly grasp this staggering velocity, consider this in the blink of an eye. Light could travel around the Earth's equator nearly 7.5 times. If you were to shine a beam of light from New York City to Los Angeles, it would make the journey back and forth over 5,000 miles in less than 1/100th of a second. It is a speed that makes our fastest jet planes seem like motionless statues, and even the quickest sound wave like a leisurely stroll. This incredible speed is not just a fascinating number, it is a cornerstone of our understanding of the universe, deeply embedded in Albert Einstein's theory of special relativity. This theory, a gentle revolution in physics, quietly revealed that the speed of light in a vacuum is constant for all observers, regardless of their motion. This seemingly simple truth has profound implications. It means that time and space are not absolute, but are relative, gently bending and stretching to accommodate this immutable cosmic speed limit. It's like discovering that a single, unbreakable thread weaves its way through the entire tapestry of reality, dictating the very flow of existence. Think of the everyday implications of this swift speed. When you watch a distant fireworks display explode over the skyline of Boston, Massachusetts, you see the brilliant burst of light instantly, long before you hear the powerful, accompanying boom. This is because the light racing towards your eyes at nearly 186,000 miles per second arrives almost immediately, while the sound moving at a mere 767 miles per hour through the air takes several moments to bridge the distance. This simple, common experience is a gentle daily reminder of the vast disparity between the speed of light and the speed of sound. Light carries all the information that allows us to perceive the world around us. The vibrant colors of a sunset over the Grand Canyon in Arizona, the intricate details of a beloved painting in a museum in Washington, D.C., the subtle expressions on a friend's face during a quiet conversation. All of this is delivered to our eyes by light waves. Different colors of light are simply different wavelengths of these electromagnetic waves, much like different notes on a piano are different frequencies of sound waves. From the longest, gentle radio waves that carry our broadcasts across continents, to the tiny energetic gamma rays born from cosmic events, all travel at this same astonishing speed in a vacuum, forming a continuous spectrum of silent, luminous information. The journey of light from the sun across 93 million miles of empty space takes only about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. The light from the nearest star beyond our sun, Proxima Centauri, takes over 4 years to reach us, meaning that when you gaze at it on a clear night in the quiet plains of Texas, you're actually seeing its light as it was more than 4 years ago. This concept highlights the profound way light allows us to look back in time, offering us glimpses into the universe's ancient history. The light from the most distant galaxies we observe began its journey billions of years ago, carrying with it the silent, ancient story of the cosmos. As you allow these gentle thoughts about light's dance, about its astonishing swiftness, and about its fundamental role in painting the universe for our perception, to softly settle within your mind. Beloved listener, feel the immense sense of wonder that accompanies the contemplation of this luminous, ever-present phenomenon. There is a deep peace in realizing that this fundamental constant governs the very fabric of space and time, allowing us to witness the universe in all its fleeting beauty. You are safe, you are connected, and you are gracefully supported by the subtle, unwavering rhythms of your own being. Drift effortlessly, beloved listener, into the quiet, patient embrace of slumber, knowing that you are profoundly part of the universe's most beautiful, unspoken secrets, even those that silently shimmer and race through the vast emptiness, gently shaping your every dream. As the profound understanding of light's dance, that elegant insight into the astonishing swiftness of light, moving unhindered through the vast emptiness of space, softly settles within our thoughtful awareness, like the quiet, rhythmic expansion and contraction of an ancient, breathing forest in the wilderness of Montana. We now prepare to drift into a realm where the very fabric of reality reveals one of its most fundamental and unwavering truths. We've marveled at how light seems to transcend the limitations of physical mediums, traveling at an unimaginable pace. But tonight, beloved listener, let us shine a soft, contemplative light on a concept that underpins our entire universe's eternal boundary. Cosmic speed limit. This is the gentle story of how, according to the elegant principles of modern physics, there exists an ultimate unyielding speed beyond which nothing, no information, no matter, can ever journey. A quiet, immutable law that shapes the very architecture of time and space. Much like a grand, unseen river eternally flows within its banks, setting the pace for all that moves upon its surface. Imagine, if you will, the serene and boundless expanse of a perfectly calm, vast ocean. Perhaps the deep, unyielding waters of the Pacific, stretching endlessly from the coast of California. Upon its surface, countless ships sail, each moving at its own pace, some slowly, some with great speed. But beneath the surface, woven into the very currents and depths of the ocean itself, there exists an unbreachable limit to how fast anything can truly move through that water. This gentle image offers a profound analogy for the cosmic speed limit, an intrinsic, fundamental law of our universe, a quiet, unyielding boundary that applies to everything within its vast embrace, a speed that no entity with mass can ever truly attain, and that information can never truly exceed. For many centuries, humanity quietly pondered the nature of speed without a definitive answer to its ultimate limits. It was not until the early 20th century, with the gentle genius of Albert Einstein and his theory of special relativity, that this profound truth began to gently emerge. Einstein's theory, elegantly simple yet deeply revolutionary, posited that the speed of light in a vacuum sea is not just incredibly fast, but is an absolute constant of nature. It is the same for all observers, no matter how fast they are moving relative to each other. This means that if you were floating motionless in space, or zipping by in a spacecraft at near light speed, you would still measure the speed of light to be exactly the same. This immutable constancy is the very foundation of the cosmic speed limit. Why is this speed limit so profound? Because it's not just about how fast light happens to travel, it's about the very structure of space-time itself. According to special relativity, As an object with mass approaches the speed of light, two remarkable things happen, like gentle but firm adjustments made to a grand, unseen clock. Firstly, its mass appears to increase, becoming infinitely large as it gets closer and closer to the speed of light. Imagine trying to push a tiny pebble, and then imagine trying to push an entire mountain. As something accelerates closer to C, it effectively gains more and more mass, requiring infinite energy to reach light speed. Secondly, time itself slows down for that object relative to a stationary observer, a phenomenon known as time dilation. This means that if you were traveling at near light speed, a journey that might seem to take mere moments for you would appear to take centuries for someone observing from Earth. It's a beautiful, perplexing dance between velocity, mass, and the very flow of time, all orchestrated by this cosmic speed limit. So, while light itself, which is massless, gracefully travels at c, anything with mass, whether it's a tiny dust particle, a mighty rocket ship, or even a single atom, can approach the speed of light, but can never actually reach it. It's like trying to run towards a perpetually receding horizon. No matter how fast you run, it always remains just out of reach. The closer you get, the more energy it takes, until the energy required becomes infinite. This is why sound, which relies on the vibration of massive particles like air molecules, is fundamentally bound by these limitations and cannot, under any circumstances, exceed this cosmic velocity in a vacuum. This eternal boundary is not a barrier imposed by some external force, but rather an intrinsic property of the universe's fundamental laws. It ensures causality, meaning that cause always precedes effect. If information could travel faster than light, it would be possible to send a signal back in time, leading to logical paradoxes that gently unravel the fabric of our understanding. This cosmic speed limit acts as a quiet, ever-present guardian, maintaining the logical order of events within the vast expanse of the cosmos. Consider the immense scale of this truth. The light from our sun takes approximately 8 minutes to reach us. The light from distant galaxies takes billions of years. This means that when you gaze into the night sky from a quiet farm in rural Iowa, you are not just seeing stars. You are seeing light from the past, a silent, timeless messenger carrying images from eons ago. The very existence of this light and its journey across vast cosmic distances is testament to the cosmic speed limit. If light traveled infinitely fast, we would see everything everywhere, all at once, and the universe would lose its profound sense of history and unfolding. The speed of light is what allows us to witness the universe's grand narrative as it gradually reveals itself. Even the most powerful cosmic events, like the gentle whisper of distant supernova explosions in other galaxies, adhere to this limit. The immense burst of light and energy from these stellar deaths travels at sea, gradually expanding outwards, carrying its message across the vast intergalactic void. We receive this message precisely at the speed allowed by the universe's laws, never faster. This universal adherence to the cosmic speed limit creates a predictable and orderly cosmos, allowing the majestic dance of galaxies and stars to unfold in a structured, comprehensible manner. This profound understanding of the cosmic speed limit, while seemingly abstract, provides a deep sense of stability and order to our universe. It tells us that there are fundamental rules, quiet constants that govern everything from the smallest subatomic particles to the grandest galactic structures. It's like discovering the underlying, immutable harmonies that compose a vast and ancient musical piece. They create a framework within which all other melodies and rhythms can beautifully unfold. As you allow these gentle thoughts about eternal boundary, about the cosmic speed limit, and about the profound, unyielding truth that light's speed is the ultimate velocity in our universe, to softly settle within your mind. Beloved listener, feel the immense sense of wonder that accompanies the contemplation of such fundamental laws. There is a deep peace in realizing that these gentle boundaries provide the very structure for existence, creating a universe that is both boundless in its mystery and stable in its principles. You are safe. You are connected. and you are gracefully supported by the subtle, unwavering rhythms of your own being. Drift effortlessly, beloved listener, into the quiet, patient embrace of slumber, knowing that you are profoundly part of the universe's most beautiful, unspoken secrets, even those that silently govern the very flow of time and light, gently shaping your every dream. As the profound understanding of eternal boundary, that elegant insight into the cosmic speed limit of light, softly settles within our thoughtful awareness, like the quiet, rhythmic expansion and contraction of an ancient, breathing forest in the wilderness of Montana. We now prepare to drift into a realm where the very essence of sound reveals its gentle dependence. We've acknowledged that light dances effortlessly through the vast emptiness of space, unbound by material needs. But tonight, beloved listener, let us shine a soft, contemplative light on a fundamental truth about sound. Sound's need, matter's embrace. This is the gentle story of how sound, in all its familiar forms, requires the tender presence of matter, whether it's the air we breathe, the water that flows in our rivers, or the solid ground beneath our feet, to carry its delicate vibrations, a quiet, intimate relationship that defines its very existence. Much like a gentle breeze needs the leaves of a tree to whisper its song, imagine, if you will, the serene and boundless expanse of a perfectly still, empty room, perhaps a quiet, soundproof chamber in a research facility in Maryland. In such a place, if you were to speak or clap your hands, you would hear nothing. This isn't because your voice has suddenly vanished, it's because there's no air for the vibrations to travel through. Now, imagine a tiny, delicate bell ringing in a vacuum chamber, like one you might see in a science museum in Washington, D.C. You can see the clapper striking the bell, you can see it vibrating, but you would hear no sound at all. This gentle image offers a profound analogy for sound's fundamental need for matter's embrace. It cannot exist in a void. It is inextricably linked to the physical world around us. At its most basic level, sound is a mechanical wave. Unlike electromagnetic waves, which, like light, can propagate through the vacuum of space. Mechanical waves require a medium, a substance made of particles, to transfer their energy. Think of a line of people standing close together, perhaps at a quiet gathering in a small town in Vermont. If the first person gently nudges the person next to them, that nudge is passed along, person by person, down the entire line. The people themselves don't travel far, but the energy of the nudge moves through them. This is precisely how sound travels. It's the gentle pushing and pulling, the bumping and vibrating of atoms and molecules, passing energy from one to the next. When a sound is created, whether it's the gentle strum of a guitar in a quiet cafe in Portland, Oregon, or the soft murmur of ocean waves against a peaceful shoreline in Florida, the source of the sound creates a disturbance in the surrounding medium. This disturbance takes the form of tiny, localized changes in pressure and density. As the source vibrates, it compresses the particles, makes them closer together, and then rarefies them, spreads them further apart. These compressions and rarefactions then propagate outwards, like gentle, invisible ripples in a pond, carrying the sound energy with them. The most common medium for sound that we experience every day is air. The air around us is made up of countless tiny molecules: nitrogen, oxygen, argon, and others, constantly moving and bumping into each other. When your vocal cords vibrate, for example, they create these compressions and rarefactions in the air, and these pressure waves travel to your ears. This is why we can hear conversations, the rustle of leaves, or the distant song of a bird. The density and temperature of the air gently influence how quickly these molecules can pass the vibrations along, and thus how fast sound travels. But sound can travel through other forms of matter as well, showcasing its intimate relationship with its medium. Water. If you've ever been swimming in a calm lake in Minnesota and heard the faint sounds of a boat engine from far away, you've experienced sound traveling through water. Water molecules are much closer together than air molecules, and they are more tightly bound. This allows vibrations to pass from one molecule to the next much more efficiently. As a result, sound travels significantly faster in water than in air, about 4.5 times faster. This is why whales and dolphins, navigating the vast oceans, rely on sound for long-distance communication, sending their gentle calls across hundreds of miles. Solids. Imagine placing your ear gently against a long, sturdy wooden fence in a quiet, rural area of Kentucky, and someone tapping lightly on the fence far down the line. You would likely hear the tap much more clearly and quickly through the wood than through the air. In solid materials like wood, metal, or rock, the atoms and molecules are even more tightly packed and rigidly connected than in liquids or gases. This allows vibrations to transmit with incredible efficiency and speed. This is why a distant train, quietly rumbling miles away in the plains of Nebraska, might be felt or heard through the railway tracks before its sound reaches you through the air. The crucial takeaway is that sound, unlike light, is utterly dependent on its material carrier. It cannot simply exist as a pure wave in emptiness. Its very essence is the kinetic energy being transferred from one particle to another. If there are no particles, there is no sound. This fundamental constraint is what fundamentally distinguishes it from light and explains why the question of sound traveling faster than light in a vacuum is, in its essence, a contradiction. Light travels through nothing, while sound needs something to travel through. This gentle understanding of sound's dependence on matter also allows us to appreciate the subtle ways our environment shapes our auditory experience. The acoustics of a grand concert hall in New York City are meticulously designed to allow sound waves to gently reflect and resonate, creating a rich, immersive experience. The silence of a high-altitude mountain peak in Colorado, where the air is thin, is partly due to fewer air molecules to carry sound efficiently. Our world is a tapestry woven not just with visible forms, but with the invisible, vibrating embrace of matter and sound. As you allow these gentle thoughts about sound's need, about matter's embrace, and about the profound way sound relies on the physical world to travel, to softly settle within your mind. Beloved listener, feel the immense sense of wonder that accompanies the contemplation of this fundamental relationship. There is a deep peace in realizing that even the most fleeting whispers are connected to the enduring presence of matter. You are safe, you are connected, and you are gracefully supported by the subtle, unwavering rhythms of your own being. Drift effortlessly, beloved listener, into the quiet, patient embrace of slumber, knowing that you are profoundly part of the universe's most beautiful, unspoken secrets, even those that silently hum and vibrate through the very air you breathe, gently shaping your every dream. As the profound understanding of sound's need, that elegant insight into how sound relies entirely on matter to carry its delicate vibrations, softly settles within our thoughtful awareness, like the quiet, rhythmic expansion and contraction of an ancient, breathing forest in the wilderness of Montana. We now prepare to drift into a realm where sound reveals its remarkable adaptability. We've acknowledged that light dances effortlessly through the void, unbound by material needs. But tonight, beloved listener, let us shine a soft, contemplative light on the truly astonishing ways sound adapts its speed and character as it journeys through diverse materials, exploring boundaries sound through mediums. This is the gentle story of how the invisible waves of sound quicken their pace or slow their whisper, depending on the silent embrace of the medium they traverse. A beautiful illustration of physics at work in our everyday world, much like a patient river flowing gently, yet powerfully, across varied landscapes, changing its speed with the subtle shifts in the riverbed. Imagine, if you will, the serene and boundless expanse of a perfectly calm, vast prairie in Kansas, stretching endlessly under a quiet sky. Now, imagine a single gentle gust of wind passing over different terrains first, through the tall, flexible grasses, then across a still-like expansive pond, and finally, over a solid, unyielding rock face. The wind itself is the same, but its interaction with each surface changes its feel and its subtle sounds. This gentle image offers a profound analogy for sound's journey through different mediums. The wave remains sound, but its speed and behavior are profoundly influenced by the properties of the material it travels through. A silent, intricate dance of energy and matter. We have already gently touched upon the fundamental truth sound needs a medium, but the story deepens when we consider which medium. The speed at which sound travels is not a fixed, universal constant, unlike the speed of light in a vacuum. Instead, it is a variable, a gentle chameleon adapting to its surroundings, governed by two primary properties of the medium: elasticity or stiffness and density. Think of elasticity as how readily the particles in a material can return to their original position after being disturbed. A very elastic material is like a collection of tiny, spring-loaded balls that, when pushed, quickly spring back and push their neighbors. This allows the vibration, the sound wave, to be passed along very efficiently and quickly. Density, on the other hand, is simply how much stuff is packed into a given space, how closely the particles are arranged. Let's gently explore how sound journeys through the familiar states of matter. Gases like air. Our everyday experience of sound is primarily through air. Air is a gas, meaning its molecules are relatively far apart and move quite freely. When a sound wave travels through air, the molecules have to travel a certain distance before they can bump into the next molecule and pass on the vibration. Imagine a game of telephone where the players are standing several feet apart in an open field, perhaps in a park in Denver, Colorado. It takes time for the message to be passed from one person to the next. This is why sound travels slowest in gases. At typical room temperature and sea level, the speed of sound in air is approximately 343 meters per second, about 767 miles per hour. This is the speed at which you hear the distant rumble of thunder after seeing a lightning flash. Liquids like water now. Imagine those same people for the game of telephone are standing much closer together, perhaps shoulder to shoulder in a calm swimming pool in Florida. When one person nudges another, the contact is almost immediate, and the message travels much faster. This is precisely what happens in liquids. Water molecules are significantly closer together than air molecules, and while they can still move past each other, they are more tightly packed. This allows the vibrations to be transmitted much more efficiently from one molecule to the next. As a result, sound travels significantly faster in water. In pure water, at typical temperatures, sound can travel at approximately 1,080 meters per second, about 3,313 miles per hour, nearly 4.3 times faster than in air. This is why, if you gently tap two stones together while underwater in a clear lake in Minnesota, the sound seems to reach your ears almost instantaneously and with surprising clarity, even from a distance. Solids like steel. Now imagine our telephone players are standing absolutely still, pressed firmly against each other in a dense, unyielding line, perhaps like the tightly packed pews in an ancient cathedral in Boston, Massachusetts. If the first person nudges, the vibration is transmitted almost instantly through the rigid connections. Solids are characterized by their molecules being very tightly packed and held in relatively fixed positions by strong intermolecular forces. This allows them to transmit vibrations with remarkable speed and efficiency. Sound travels fastest in solids. For example, in steel, sound can reach speeds of approximately 500 meters per second, about 11,400 miles per hour, over 14 times faster than in air. This is why, if you were to gently place your ear on a distant railway track in rural Montana, you would hear the approaching rumble of a train long before you would hear it through the air. The vibrations travel much more rapidly through the steel rails. This variation in speed is not just a scientific curiosity, it has profound implications for how we interact with the world and how technology is designed. In geology, for instance, by studying how sound waves, seismic waves from earthquakes travel through the Earth's interior, scientists can gently map out the different layers of our planet, from the solid crust to the liquid outer core and the solid inner core. The changing speeds of these waves reveal the changing densities and elasticities of the materials they encounter. offering us an unseen map of our world's deepest secrets. It's like listening to the gentle echoes within a vast, ancient canyon to understand its hidden contours. In medicine, the principle of sound traveling through different mediums is fundamental to ultrasound technology. High-frequency sound waves are gently sent into the body, and as they encounter different tissues, which have varying densities and elasticities, they reflect back. By measuring the time it takes for these echoes to return and the strength of the reflections, doctors can create images of internal organs, a developing baby, or even blood flow. This non-invasive technology allows us to see inside the body without a single incision, a truly remarkable and gentle application of sound waves, much like a patient sculptor using gentle taps to reveal the hidden form within a block of stone. Understanding sound's behavior in different mediums also informs engineering and architecture. Architects designing concert halls in places like Chicago, Illinois, carefully consider how sound waves will reflect and absorb off different materials, ensuring the music reaches every listener with clarity and richness. Acoustic engineers developing soundproofing materials for quiet homes or recording studios use knowledge of how certain materials absorb or dampen sound waves, creating pockets of serene silence. As you allow these gentle thoughts about exploring boundaries, about sound's remarkable journey through diverse mediums, and about the profound way its speed is shaped by the embrace of matter, to softly settle within your mind. Beloved listener, feel the immense sense of wonder that accompanies the contemplation of these intricate physical interactions. There is a deep peace in realizing that even the most subtle properties of materials influence the very nature of the sounds we hear. You are safe, you are connected, and you are gracefully supported by the subtle, unwavering rhythms of your own being. Drift effortlessly, beloved listener, into the quiet, patient embrace of slumber, knowing that you are profoundly part of the universe's most beautiful, unspoken secrets, even those that silently flow and vibrate through every substance around you, gently shaping your every dream. As the profound understanding of exploring boundaries, that elegant insight into how sound adapts its speed, depending on the embrace of the medium it traverses, softly settles within our thoughtful awareness, like the quiet, rhythmic expansion and contraction of an ancient, breathing forest in the wilderness of Montana. We now prepare to drift into a realm where a subtle, yet truly astonishing, phenomenon reveals itself. We've acknowledged the absolute cosmic speed limit of light in a vacuum. But tonight, beloved listener, let us shine a soft, contemplative light on a curious exception to this rule, where something can appear to travel faster than light. Not light in the ultimate vacuum, but light within a specific material. Beyond barriers, the Cherenkov effect. This is the gentle story of how certain particles, in their swift and silent journey through dense mediums, can outpace the local light, creating a beautiful, ethereal glow, much like a tiny, gentle boat creating a silent, luminous wake as it glides swiftly across the surface of a perfectly still pond. Imagine, if you will, the serene and boundless expanse of a perfectly clear, deep pool of water, perhaps like the pristine, calm waters of a research reactor in a quiet, secluded facility in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Now, imagine a tiny, invisible particle, far too small to ever truly see, silently streaking through this water. If this particle is moving incredibly fast, faster than light can travel through that particular water, something truly magical happens. A faint, ethereal blue glow emanates from its path, a silent, beautiful wake of light. This gentle image offers a profound analogy for the Cherenkov effect, a luminous testament to the subtle interplay between speed, light, and the medium itself. To truly understand the Cherenkov effect, we must first gently recall what we learned about the speed of light. The cosmic speed limit, the absolute fastest anything can travel, is the speed of light in a vacuum approximately 186,282 miles per second. Nothing with mass can reach this speed, and no information can exceed it. However, when light travels through a medium, such as water, glass, or air, it slows down. It interacts with the atoms and molecules in the material, being absorbed and re-emitted, which causes its effective speed to be less than c in a vacuum. For example, light travels roughly 25% slower in water than it does in empty space. Now, imagine a tiny, incredibly energetic charged particle, like an electron, quietly traveling through a material like water. If this electron has been accelerated to an extremely high velocity, a speed that is less than the speed of light in a vacuum, but greater than the speed of light in that particular water, that's when the Cherenkov effect gracefully unfolds. It's not about breaking the cosmic speed limit, it's about going faster than the local speed limit for light within that specific medium. Think of it like this. Using a gentle analogy, imagine a very fast, quiet speedboat moving across a perfectly still lake in the tranquil heart of Minnesota. If the boat is moving slowly, the water simply ripples away from its bow. But if the boat speeds up and exceeds the speed at which waves can propagate through that particular water, it creates a bow wave, a powerful V-shaped disturbance that spreads outwards. This is analogous to a sonic boom created by an airplane that exceeds the speed of sound in air. The Cherenkov effect is essentially the optical equivalent of a sonic boom. When the charged particle, our speedboat, travels through the water, our lake faster than the light waves it generates, our water waves can move through that same water. It creates an electromagnetic shock wave. As the fast-moving particle interacts with the molecules in the medium, it gently disturbs their electrons, causing them to briefly emit light. Because the particle is moving faster than these light waves can travel, the light waves pile up, much like the sound waves of a sonic boom, forming a conical wavefront of light. This is the Cherenkov radiation, and it manifests as that beautiful, characteristic blue glow. The color of the Cherenkov light is typically a soft, luminous blue, which is why it's sometimes called blue glow. This is because the effect is more pronounced for shorter wavelengths of light, the blue and ultraviolet end of the spectrum. This phenomenon is visible in many nuclear reactors, where the core is submerged in water for cooling and shielding. The high-energy charged particles released during nuclear fission travel through the water faster than light can, producing that iconic, mesmerizing blue light, a silent, constant reminder of powerful forces held in gentle check. Imagine witnessing this ethereal glow in a peaceful, contained environment in a research lab in Idaho. It's crucial to gently re-emphasize that this does not mean the particle is traveling faster than the universal speed of light in a vacuum. It is only traveling faster than light in that specific medium. The cosmic speed limit remains inviolable. The particle is simply outrunning the light that it itself is creating within that particular material. It's a subtle but profoundly important distinction, akin to a quiet runner outrunning a snail on a path, but still not being able to outrun a speeding bullet. The Cherenkov effect is not just a beautiful natural phenomenon, it has incredibly important practical applications in scientific research and technology. Particle detectors. This blue glow is a vital tool for physicists studying subatomic particles. Cherenkov detectors are used in massive underground laboratories, perhaps like the quiet, cavernous facilities in South Dakota, to identify and measure the speed of high-energy particles. By observing the direction and intensity of the Cherenkov light, scientists can deduce the properties of the particles that created it, helping us unravel the deepest mysteries of matter and the universe. It's like using the subtle ripples on a vast, dark pond to understand the silent, unseen movements beneath its surface. Medical imaging research is also gently exploring potential medical applications, such as using Cherenkov light to visualize the path of radiation during cancer therapy, helping doctors ensure precise and gentle targeting of cancerous cells. The Cherenkov effect offers a beautiful testament to the intricate and sometimes counterintuitive nature of the universe's laws. It reminds us that while there are fundamental limits, there are also remarkable phenomena that unfold when those limits are approached or when conditions are just right. It's a whisper from the cosmos, revealing that even within constraints there can be unexpected bursts of luminous beauty and profound insight. It highlights the dance between the seemingly absolute and the subtly relative, A gentle reminder that understanding often lies in the careful nuance. As you allow these gentle thoughts about beyond barriers, about the Cherenkov effect, and about the profound way particles can outpace light in a medium to softly settle within your mind. Beloved listener, feel the immense sense of wonder that accompanies the contemplation of these astonishing cosmic phenomena. There is a deep peace in realizing that even within the universe's fundamental laws, there are moments of unexpected beauty and subtle exceptions that deepen our understanding. You are safe, you are connected, and you are gracefully supported by the subtle, unwavering rhythms of your own being. Drift effortlessly, beloved listener, into the quiet, patient embrace of slumber, knowing that you are profoundly part of the universe's most beautiful, unspoken secrets, even those that silently glow with an ethereal light, gently shaping your every dream. As the profound understanding of beyond barriers, that elegant insight into the fascinating Cherenkov effect, where particles can outpace light within a specific medium, softly settles within our thoughtful awareness. Like the quiet, rhythmic expansion and contraction of an ancient, breathing forest in the wilderness of Montana, we now prepare to drift into a realm where the fundamental constraints of sound are gently, yet firmly, reaffirmed. We've acknowledged that light, in its absolute form, sets the cosmic speed limit. But tonight, beloved listener, let us shine a soft, contemplative light on the truly immutable nature of sound and why its inherent physical properties tether it to a realm forever distinct from the boundless speed of light in a vacuum, limits of exploration, sound, and constants. This is the gentle story of how sound, by its very essence, is bound by the embrace of matter, creating a beautiful and unwavering boundary to its speed. A quiet, reassuring testament to the universe's consistent laws. Much like a patient sculptor, understanding the inherent properties of stone will never attempt to make it flow like water. Imagine, if you will, the serene and boundless expanse of a perfectly calm, vast desert floor in Nevada, stretching endlessly under a quiet, starlit sky. In this profound stillness, you might notice that, while the wind can carry the lightest dust particles, and the sun's rays can travel unimpeded, the very ground beneath your feet remains firmly in place, unmoving and unwavering. It can conduct seismic vibrations from a distant tremor, but it cannot simply vanish or travel at an unimaginable speed. This gentle image offers a profound analogy for the inherent limits of sound. It is intrinsically linked to the physical medium it inhabits, bound by the fundamental properties of matter, making its speed a constant reflection of that intimate connection, never exceeding the ultimate cosmic speed limit. We have gently established that sound is a mechanical wave. This is the crucial, defining characteristic that forever distinguishes it from light. An electromagnetic wave. Mechanical waves, by their very nature, require particles to push and pull against each other to transfer energy. Think of it as a vast, invisible chain of tiny, interconnected spring toys, perhaps like the classic slinky toy you might have played with as a child in a quiet American home. When you push one end of the slinky, that compression travels down the coil. But the slinky itself doesn't fly off at infinite speed. Its movement is limited by the stiffness and mass of its coils. The very concept of sound traveling faster than the speed of light in a vacuum is fundamentally a physical impossibility. Here's why. In its gentle simplicity, reliance on a medium sound needs a medium. If there's no air, no water, no solid, there is simply no sound. A vacuum is, by definition, the absence of such a medium. Therefore, sound cannot exist, let alone travel, in a vacuum. Light, however, thrives in a vacuum. It is its natural, unimpeded habitat. This makes any direct comparison of their speeds in that context fundamentally flawed. It's like trying to compare the speed of a swimmer in water to the speed of a bird in the sky. Their environments dictate their very modes of movement. Nature of energy transfer. Sound energy is transferred through the kinetic energy of vibrating particles. Each particle must bump into its neighbor, transferring momentum. This process, no matter how efficient, takes a finite amount of time. Even in the densest, most elastic materials like diamond, where particles are incredibly close and strongly bonded, there's still a tiny delay as the vibration passes from one atom to the next. This gentle, sequential transfer of energy inherently limits sound's maximum velocity. Light, on the other hand, is pure energy photons, requiring no such medium or sequential particle interactions to propagate. It simply is a ripple in the fabric of space-time itself, mass and energy. As we gently explored in the Cosmic Speed Limit chapter, anything with mass requires infinite energy to reach the speed of light in a vacuum. Sound, by being a vibration of massive particles, even tiny atoms or molecules, is inherently tied to the behavior of mass. The particles that carry sound have mass, and therefore they are subject to the relativistic effects that prevent them from reaching c. Light, being massless, is exempt from these same constraints, which is why it can travel at c. This makes the ultimate speed of light a truly special and distinct phenomenon. Think of the quiet, unwavering constants of our universe. The gravitational force that gently pulls you to the Earth. Whether you are in a bustling city like New York City or a tranquil farm in rural Kansas, is always there, always predictable. The fundamental charge of an electron is always the same. These are not arbitrary numbers. They are the bedrock upon which the cosmos is built. The speed of light in a vacuum is one such constant, a fundamental limit woven into the very fabric of space-time. Sound, while incredibly adaptable within different mediums, ultimately operates within the confines dictated by these immutable cosmic laws. Even in exotic states of matter, such as Bose-Einstein condensates, where matter behaves in incredibly strange and quantum ways, scientists observe that while light can be slowed dramatically, making it appear to move much slower than in a vacuum, and sound can be affected in unusual ways. The fundamental principles still hold true. No matter how cleverly we manipulate matter or energy, the speed of light in a vacuum remains the unbreakable speed limit for all information and mass. It is a quiet, powerful testament to the elegant consistency of nature's rules. This understanding is not meant to be limiting, but rather liberating. It allows us to grasp the profound elegance and inherent order of the universe. Just as a magnificent river carved its path on over eons in the Grand Canyon of Arizona, forever flowing within its established banks, so too do the laws of physics define the boundaries within which all phenomena, including sound, operate. This acceptance of fundamental constants brings a deep sense of peace, a quiet acknowledgement of the universe's inherent design. We don't need to force nature to break its own rules to find wonder. The wonder lies precisely in the elegant consistency of those rules. The gentle pursuit of scientific knowledge often involves pushing against perceived boundaries, exploring the very edges of what is known. And it is in this meticulous exploration that we confirm not only what is possible, but also what is fundamentally impossible given the laws of physics as we currently understand them. This process brings clarity, removing unnecessary complexity and allowing us to focus our curiosity on the truly solvable mysteries. It's like a patient cartographer, meticulously mapping the known world and finding a deep satisfaction in the precision and truth of the defined boundaries, rather than wishing for infinite, uncharted territory. As you allow these gentle thoughts about limits of exploration, about sound and constants, and about the profound, unyielding truth that sound is inherently bound by the physical world and cannot exceed the cosmic speed limit of light in a vacuum, to softly settle within your mind. Beloved listener, feel the immense sense of peace that accompanies the contemplation of these fundamental physical laws. There is a deep comfort in realizing that the universe operates with such elegant and predictable consistency. You are safe, you are connected, and you are gracefully supported by the subtle, unwavering rhythms of your own being. Drift effortlessly, beloved listener, into the quiet, patient embrace of slumber, knowing that you are profoundly part of the universe's most beautiful, unspoken secrets, even those that silently define the very boundaries of speed, gently shaping your every dream. As the profound understanding of limits of exploration, that elegant insight into why sound is inherently bound by the embrace of matter and the unyielding cosmic speed limit of light in a vacuum, softly settles within our thoughtful awareness, like the quiet, rhythmic expansion and contraction of an ancient, breathing forest in the wilderness of Montana. We now prepare to drift into a realm where curiosity extends its gentle hand towards the future. We've acknowledged the fundamental constraints that govern sound's journey. But tonight, beloved listener, let us shine a soft, contemplative light on the truly inspiring potential of our ever-deepening knowledge of sound, envisioning the silent possibilities and profound applications that await us. Future whispers sound and exploration. This is the gentle story of how understanding the subtle nuances of sound can unlock new ways to perceive the unseen, to heal the hidden, and to journey into environments where our eyes cannot yet see. Much like a patient cartographer, having meticulously mapped the known lands, now quietly dreams of uncharted territories and the gentle ways to explore them. Imagine, if you will, the serene and boundless expanse of a perfectly calm, still night in a remote, pristine wilderness. Perhaps like the vast, untouched lands of the Big Bend National Park in Texas, where the only sounds are the soft rustle of wind and the distant call of an owl. In such a place, even the faintest whisper can carry profound meaning, guiding you through the darkness. Now, imagine extending this principle using subtle whispers to illuminate what is otherwise invisible, to communicate across impossible distances, or to heal what is broken within. This gentle image offers a profound analogy for the future whispers of sound technology, an expanding frontier where our mastery of vibrations promises to unlock incredible new capacities, transforming how we perceive, interact with, and even heal our world. Our understanding of sound, while ancient in its origins, is constantly evolving. Much like a gentle river continually carves new paths through an ancient landscape. As we refine our ability to generate, manipulate, and interpret sound waves, we unlock applications that once seemed like distant dreams. This isn't about breaking the cosmic speed limit. It's about optimizing the profound potential within the existing, beautiful laws of physics. Consider the vast, silent, and often impenetrable realm of underwater exploration. Our eyes can only see so far in the ocean's depths, where sunlight quickly fades. But sound, as we've learned, travels incredibly efficiently through water. This makes sonar sound navigation and ranging an indispensable tool, sending gentle pulses of sound into the deep and listening for their echoes. In the future, advancements in underwater acoustics could revolutionize our understanding of the ocean floor, revealing hidden geological features, mapping uncharted abysses, and even detecting delicate ecosystems. Imagine deep-sea submersibles equipped with incredibly sensitive sonar systems, gently seeing the contours of hydrothermal vents and ancient shipwrecks in the dark, cold depths of the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Oregon, long before any human eye could ever discern them. Beyond mapping, sound can become our voice in extreme environments. Think of exploring distant planets or moons where traditional radio waves might be hampered by dense atmospheres or unique electromagnetic interference. While sound cannot travel in space, in environments with atmospheres, like parts of Mars or the thick clouds of Venus, specialized acoustic probes could potentially be designed. Imagine tiny, robust rovers deployed in the thin, reddish atmosphere of Mars, using specialized acoustic sensors to listen for subtle geological shifts, or even the gentle murmuring of unseen subterranean ice, providing data where light and traditional radio might struggle. It's like a quiet, patient explorer in the Arctic, relying on the gentle echoes of their own voice to understand the vast, unseen landscape shrouded in mist. The field of medical science is another area where the future whispers of sound hold immense promise. We already use ultrasound for diagnostic imaging, providing gentle, non-invasive glimpses inside the body. But the future holds even more remarkable possibilities. Therapeutic ultrasound. Imagine using highly focused sound waves to precisely target and treat diseases without invasive surgery. Researchers are gently exploring how high-intensity focused ultrasound HIFU could non-invasively destroy cancerous tumors, deliver drugs to specific locations in the brain through the blood-brain barrier, or even break up kidney stones with incredible precision. This would be like using an invisible, gentle chisel to carefully remove only the unwanted parts of a structure, leaving the healthy parts untouched. A quiet revolution in healing. Such advancements are being quietly researched in leading medical centers in places like Rochester, Minnesota, at the Mayo Clinic, or at university hospitals in California. Neuromodulation. There is growing interest in using focused ultrasound to gently stimulate or inhibit specific areas of the brain, offering non-invasive treatment pathways for neurological and psychiatric conditions like depression, Parkinson's disease, or even chronic pain. This could be a breakthrough for individuals suffering from conditions that traditional methods haven't fully addressed, offering a gentle pathway to restoring balance within the mind. It's like a patient musician gently tuning a delicate instrument, bringing it back into perfect harmony. In the realm of materials, science, and engineering, understanding sound's journey through different mediums allows for the creation of advanced acoustic materials. Imagine sound-absorbing materials so effective they could create perfect, tranquil silence in bustling urban environments, transforming noisy city streets in New York City into peaceful oases. Or materials that can precisely guide sound waves, creating revolutionary new sensors, communication devices, or even ways to harvest energy from ambient vibrations. This is about shaping the very whisper of the world to our benefit, molding the invisible currents of sound with unprecedented control. Furthermore, like our exploration of sound's fundamental properties, even its limitations, informs our quest for deeper scientific understanding. The gentle act of trying to push the boundaries of what's possible with sound, even if it confirms fundamental limits, strengthens our grasp of the universe's underlying physics. It allows us to build more accurate models of reality, paving the way for unforeseen discoveries in fields far beyond acoustics. Every time we confirm a rule, then we better understand the playground. The future whispers of sound are not about breaking universal laws, but about mastering the intricate dance within them. It's about listening more closely to the universe's subtle vibrations, understanding their language, and gently guiding them to serve humanity's deepest needs. It's about leveraging the incredible efficiency with which sound transmits energy and information through matter to solve some of our most pressing challenges. From exploring the deepest oceans to healing the human body, as you allow these gentle thoughts about future whispers, about sound and exploration, and about the profound potential of our growing understanding of vibrations, to softly settle within your mind. Beloved listener, feel the immense sense of wonder that accompanies humanity's continuous quest for knowledge and its gentle application. There is a deep peace in realizing that even the most familiar phenomena hold countless unexplored possibilities, waiting for our patient and curious minds to discover them. You are safe, you are connected, and you are gracefully supported by the subtle, unwavering rhythms of your own being. Drift effortlessly, beloved listener, into the quiet, patient embrace of slumber, knowing that you are profoundly part of the universe's most beautiful, unspoken secrets, even those that silently promise a brighter, healthier future through the gentle power of sound, gently shaping your every dream. As the profound understanding of future whispers, that elegant insight into the astonishing potential of our growing mastery over sound waves, softly settles within our thoughtful awareness, like the quiet, rhythmic expansion and contraction of an ancient, breathing forest in the wilderness of Montana. We now prepare to drift into a realm where two seemingly disparate phenomena gracefully intertwine. We've acknowledged that light reigns supreme as the cosmic speed limit, and that sound, by its nature, is bound to matter. But tonight, beloved listener, let us shine a soft, contemplative light on the truly exquisite ways that light and sound, despite their differences, often move in a harmonious, synchronized dance, silently revealing deeper truths about our universe and its intricate workings. Synchronized dance light and sound connected. This is the gentle story of how these two fundamental forms of energy, one swift and luminous, the other a familiar vibration, complement each other, painting a fuller, richer picture of reality, much like two distinct, yet perfectly harmonious instruments playing together in a vast, silent orchestra. Imagine, if you will, the serene and boundless expanse of a perfectly clear summer evening, perhaps at a quiet drive-in theater in rural Ohio. A classic movie plays on the giant screen, and as a gentle lightning bolt quietly streaks across the dark, distant sky, you see the brilliant flash of light almost instantaneously. Then, a few moments later, you hear the low, rumbling growl of thunder, echoing softly. This simple but common experience is a profound, gentle illustration of the synchronized dance between light and sound. They are born from the same event, yet they reach us at different times due to their fundamental differences in speed and mode of travel. Light, the swift messenger, arrives first, painting the visual, while sound, the slower vibratory echo, follows, filling the auditory landscape. This everyday occurrence highlights their distinct natures. Light and electromagnetic wave travels at an incredible 186,282 miles per second in a vacuum, while sound, a mechanical wave, travels at a mere 767 miles per hour in air at sea level. This vast difference in velocity is precisely why we see the lightning before we hear the thunder. The light arrives almost instantly, but the sound waves take time to push and pull their way through the air to our ears. Yet, both were born from the same powerful atmospheric discharge, demonstrating their deep, if asynchronous, connection. Beyond the drama of a thunderstorm, light and sound constantly interact in more subtle, gentle ways, often revealing unseen wonders, echoes in space, interpreted by light. While sound cannot travel in the vacuum of space, the principles of sound generation and detection are adapted for cosmic exploration. When astronomers study distant celestial objects, they often use radio waves, a form of light, or electromagnetic radiation to probe their environments. For instance, when mapping planets like Venus, whose surface is obscured by thick clouds, scientists bounce radio waves off the surface and listen for the echoes. By measuring the time it takes for these radio waves to return, they can create detailed sound maps of the hidden terrain, much like a bat uses sound to navigate in the dark. So, while no audible sound is made, the principles of sending out a signal and listening for its reflection, a fundamental aspect of sound, are translated into the realm of light to reveal the unseen. Imagine a silent, cosmic sonar, gracefully revealing the secrets of distant worlds from a powerful observatory in California. Light sound technologies. Optoacoustics. There are fascinating fields where light is used to generate sound, or sound is used to manipulate light. For example, in photoacoustics, short pulses of laser light are absorbed by tissues in the body. This absorption causes a tiny, rapid heating and expansion, which in turn generates a small sound wave. These sound waves can then be detected to create images, much like ultrasound, but with the added precision of light. This technique is being gently explored for highly detailed medical imaging, allowing doctors to see subtle details that neither pure light nor pure sound could reveal alone. It's like a quiet, invisible symphony where light is the conductor, creating the music of sound, which then paints a hidden picture. Fiber optics and light as information carriers. Consider the modern marvel of fiber optic cables, which silently carry most of the world's internet traffic. These cables transmit information using pulses of light, traveling at incredibly high speeds through thin strands of glass or plastic. But within these systems, there are often subtle acoustic vibrations that can occur. Engineers sometimes even use sound waves to manipulate light within these fibers, creating more efficient switches or amplifiers. The very backbone of our global communication, driven by light, can also experience a quiet, vibrational hum, a testament to the intertwined nature of these two phenomena. It's like a vast interconnected web where both light and subtle vibrations carry the whispered conversations of the world. The sound of stars. Asteroseismology. While stars burn with immense light, they also have internal vibrations, much like giant cosmic bells. These vibrations generate sound waves within the star itself, which then cause tiny, almost imperceptible changes in the star's brightness at its surface. By carefully observing these tiny fluctuations in starlight, astronomers can deduce the internal structure and composition of stars. Much like seismologists use earthquake sounds to study Earth's interior. So, the light reaching us from distant stars carries subtle musical notes from their hidden interiors, allowing us to listen to the silent, gravitational hum of their core. Imagine a gentle chorus of stellar vibrations, quietly revealing the secrets of their birth and life. Observed through the luminous language of light. From a powerful telescope in Hawaii, the synchronized dance between light and sound is not always a perfect, concurrent ballet. Sometimes one leads dramatically, like light in a thunderstorm. Other times one gently influences the other, as in optoacoustics or fiber optics. And sometimes one is used as a proxy to understand the other, such as using light to detect the sounds of stars. What this gentle interplay reveals is that the universe is a profoundly interconnected place, where phenomena that appear distinct are often deeply related, weaving together to create the rich tapestry of reality. This understanding brings a deep sense of harmony. It reminds us that our categories and definitions are often just gentle tools to help us grasp a larger, more fluid reality. The fundamental laws of physics connect everything, from the smallest vibration of an atom to the grandest burst of starlight. When we appreciate the interplay between light and sound, we are recognizing a beautiful underlying unity, a constant conversation between different forms of energy, each contributing its unique voice to the cosmic narrative. It's like discovering that the diverse threads of a magnificent quilt, each unique in color and texture, are all essential to its warmth and beauty. As you allow these gentle thoughts about synchronized dance, about the profound connections between light and sound, and about how these two fundamental forces gracefully intertwine in our universe, to softly settle within your mind. Beloved listener, feel the immense sense of wonder that accompanies the contemplation of this intricate cosmic ballet. There is a deep peace in realizing that even seemingly disparate phenomena are part of a larger harmonious whole. You are safe, you are connected, and you are gracefully supported by the subtle, unwavering rhythms of your own being. Drift effortlessly, beloved listener, into the quiet, patient embrace of slumber, knowing that you are profoundly part of the universe's most beautiful, unspoken secrets, even those that silently shimmer and vibrate in a continuous, elegant rhythm, gently shaping your every dream. As the profound understanding of synchronized dance, that elegant insight into the harmonious interplay between light and sound, even with their vastly different speeds and natures, softly settles within our thoughtful awareness, like the quiet, rhythmic expansion and contraction of an ancient, breathing forest in the wilderness of Montana. We now prepare to bring our extraordinary journey to its most peaceful and profound conclusion. We've ventured into the astonishing realm where light sets an ultimate cosmic limit, and where sound, in its gentle journey, relies entirely on the embrace of matter. But tonight, beloved listener, as our exploration reaches its gentle end, we shall return, with a deep sense of peace, to the most familiar and profound landscape of all the quiet sanctuary of your own being. Imagine, if you will, the deep, abiding comfort of your own home. Perhaps a cozy, well-loved cabin nestled amongst the whispering pines of the Adirondacks in New York. After a long and wondrous voyage, there is a profound sense of peace in simply coming home, in settling into the familiar embrace of tranquility. This final chapter is an invitation to gently connect all the luminous threads of our exploration, drawing them inwards, and finding profound stillness in the peace of the impossible, embracing the laws, the eternal, ever-present moment that is your true and only home, where all journeys converge in quiet harmony, for all the mind-bending complexities of cosmic speed limits, for all the meticulous craft of scientific observation, for all the boundless potential whispered by a future filled with profound applications of sound. One beautiful, undeniable truth remains utterly constant your entire experience of existence, in all its richness and mystery, unfolds within the boundless expanse of your own consciousness, in the present moment. This very breath you are taking, the soft sounds that may drift into your awareness from the world around you, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, all of this, without exception, is happening right now. The profound secrets of light and its unwavering speed, the intricate dance of sound through matter, the theories that seek to unravel their mysteries, and the whispered promise of a deeper understanding of the universe. They all converge in this singular, timeless instant within the serene chamber of your mind. The now is not a fleeting point on a linear timeline, rushing past you into oblivion. It is the eternal, unchanging canvas upon which the vibrant, ever-evolving masterpiece of your life is painted. A perpetual creation unfolding in real time? Think of our journey tonight as akin to gracefully exploring a magnificent, ancient garden, perhaps like the meticulously cultivated botanical gardens of San Francisco, California. We looked at the intricate patterns of the flowers, traced the paths of the quiet streams, and felt the cool, soft earth beneath our feet. But no matter where we gazed, no matter what detail we marveled at, the experience of being in the garden, the feeling of the soft breeze, the scent of the blooming roses, all of it happened in the singular, immediate reality of that moment. Similarly, our exploration of the astonishing journey of light and sound, from the familiar hum of vibrations to the theoretical ability to glimpse cosmic limits and the potential for future healing, has consistently led us back to this fundamental truth reality. At its most profound and most beautiful, is always perpetually here, now. We have ventured into the realms of familiar whispers and cosmic dances. We've considered the immense beauty of world's whispers, familiar sound, and gently explored light's dance, the swift speed that accompanies it. We then calmly pondered eternal boundary cosmic speed limit, confronting the universe's organized beauty. We gracefully descended into sound's need matter's embrace, marveling at its dependence. We found reassurance in exploring boundaries sound, through mediums and the fascinating beyond barriers. The Cherenkov effect, understanding their subtle indicators. Our journey then touched upon limits of exploration sound and constants, confirming the sacredness of physics. We envisioned future whisper sound and exploration, and finally connected with the synchronized dance light and sound connected that weave our consciousness. All these wondrous ideas, from the grandest scientific breakthroughs to the tiniest vibrations, exist at the edge of our knowing. And this, beloved listener, is a profoundly beautiful place to be. For to be at the edge of knowing is to embrace humility, to acknowledge that while humanity has made incredible strides in understanding and shaping our physical and mental landscapes, vast realms of innovation and discovery still remain. This isn't a limitation, it is an invitation, a perpetual call to curiosity, to wonder, and to the quiet, patient work of invention. Science does not reveal all its secrets at once. It unfolds them gently, over eons, inviting us to become participants in its unending story. There is a deep peace in the unknown. In a world that often demands certainty, control, and immediate answers, the ability to simply rest in the presence of mystery is a profound act of liberation. It is the peace of gazing at the stars on a clear night in the vast, open plains of Montana, knowing that countless cosmic possibilities exist beyond our current sight, beyond our current comprehension, and yet feeling utterly connected to them through the shared fabric of human ingenuity. It is the peace of acknowledging that the future of our understanding is far grander, far more intricate, and far more imaginative than anything our finite minds can fully grasp, and that this very boundlessness is its most exquisite charm. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, does not require us to understand every single detail of every light wave or sound vibration to find joy, meaning, or peace within its scientific marvels. Just as you do not need to understand every intricate thread in a tapestry to appreciate its overall beauty, so too can you embrace the quiet wonder of scientific progress without needing to unravel every single one of its secrets. The beauty lies in the journey, in the gentle act of contemplation, in the humble recognition that we are but small, conscious parts of an unimaginably vast and magnificent whole. This deep integration of all the cosmic wonders we have explored with the quiet sanctuary of your own being offers an immense sense of harmony. You are not separate from these grand scientific shifts. You are intimately woven into their very fabric. The curiosity that drives discovery, the problem-solving spirit that creates new solutions, the desire to understand and shape, these are deeply human qualities that resonate with the very essence of scientific progress. Every thought, every feeling, every gentle breath you take is a manifestation of this profound, ongoing connection. This truth is not meant to be a complex scientific equation to solve, but a gentle realization to embrace. It's about feeling the profound peace that comes from recognizing your place within the grand, interconnected tapestry of existence and innovation. There is no need to strive, no need to rush, no need to prove. You are simply being a radiant vessel of life's energy, unfolding in the boundless reality of the present moment. The endless possibilities of understanding light and sound, the subtle secrets of their journeys, the echoes from their first stirrings. These are fascinating ideas being patiently woven by human hands and minds. But the true source of peace and fulfillment is always found in the quiet, gentle acceptance of the here and now. Consider the simple, profound peace of a single, steady breath. It is never truly in the past, for it has just unfolded. It is never truly in the future, for it has not yet arrived. The inhale exists, then it gently gives way to the exhale, a continuous, seamless flow that is perpetually, beautifully, in the present. This is the rhythm of your own life, a constant dance of becoming, always rooted in the immediate, unyielding reality of now. There is no need to hurry, no need to grasp, no need to control. There is only the invitation to fully inhabit this moment, to fully feel its texture, its sounds, its quiet presence. Like listening to the gentle, rhythmic lapping of waves on a silent beach in Florida. Our journey through the speculative realms of light and the astonishing nature of sound's intricate workings has ultimately led us back to this fundamental truth. The world, in all its astonishing complexity and hidden beauty, is continually manifesting right here, right now. The light is dancing, the sound is humming, the future dreams are gently forming, all in this eternal present. You, beloved listener, are not merely an observer of this grand scientific play, watching from a distance. You are an integral, conscious part of it, experiencing its endless unfolding through the unique, precious lens of your own ever-present consciousness. You are the universe contemplating itself. Right now, in the quiet sanctuary of your mind, perhaps drifting among the distant stars visible from a quiet cabin in Wyoming, or feeling the gentle breeze of a California coast. This is the ultimate homecoming, the return to the sanctuary of your own being, a peaceful harbor after a long, wondrous voyage. In this very moment, you are connected to the very first stirrings of consciousness, to the silent, tireless work of every cell in your body, to the mysterious, unyielding forces that drive innovation. and to the exciting potential of new understandings that seem almost magical. You are made of curiosity, breathed into life by inspiration, and anchored in the timeless reality of the present. There is a profound, unshakable peace in knowing this, in feeling this deep, intimate connection to all that is, was, and ever will be, a gentle embrace with the very essence of existence. Allow this grand symphony of understanding to gently fade into a soft, murmuring lullaby within your mind. Let go of any last lingering thoughts, any small questions, any final efforts to grasp or analyze. Simply allow yourself to be. Feel the comforting weight of your body, gently cradled by the earth beneath you, a testament to the quiet, persistent pull of gravity. Feel the soft, rhythmic breath flowing in and out, a gentle reminder of the continuous, unfolding nature of your own life. Always present, always peaceful, you are perfectly supported, perfectly safe, perfectly at peace. All the mysteries of light and sound, all the wonders of their interactions, all the scientific breakthroughs, and all the possibilities for tomorrow converge into this one. Beautiful, eternal now. You are part of it all, and it is all a part of you. There is nothing left to do, nowhere else to go, no more to seek. Simply drift, beloved listener, into the profound stillness that only the acceptance of this timeless present moment can bring. Allow the gentle currents of sleep to softly carry you away, knowing you are deeply connected, eternally present, and utterly at peace within the vast, magnificent embrace of everything.